and Doom, who are Protoss and Terran respectively. So it's a little bit surprising because actually one of the very, very commonly executed strategies in 2v2 was that you would get a Zerg and a Terran, and you would have the Zerg go for a lot of speed links while the Terran went for a lot of Hellions. And this really just caused a lot of trouble for 2v2s, and it was a really dominant strategy for a really long time. I'm not too sure if that's still the dominating strategy these days, but it doesn't matter too much. We're not going to see that. So the map is actually going to be Kadirian Depths, and you know what? I'm actually just going to pull up a little map of it right now because I'm actually not too familiar with this map. I have played it a few times, but no, I haven't really gotten to play it too much. So we can see here, here's Kadirian Depths. So the bases are actually separated out. So each player does have their own respective base, but it's important to note that the ramps are actually really close to each other, I believe. Yeah, so the ramps do go for your teammate do go right out next to each other, and there is a destructible rocks where one of your teammates can take their gold if they knock down those destructible rocks. I do believe that there also should be a Xel'Naga watch. I think there are two Xel'Naga watchtowers right around here and right around here if you can see it. Sorry guys, I can't really zoom into the map right now, but anyways, so that's going to be the map that they're playing on. Hopefully we should see some interesting strategies. A lot of time you notice that 2v2 is dominated by really aggressive strategies rather than huge macro games, but you know, every so often you can see a good macro game in a 2v2. So why don't we just talk a little bit about the players. Murder, as we all know, is in fact a Masters player. Actually, I take that back. Murder is a silver level player in 1v1. So kind of interesting that they're putting a silver level player in both their second game and their 2v2. I guess I was thinking about Funky, who was a Masters level player. But anyways, so it looks like the replacement that they're going to have for Southern Illinois University is going to be not, in fact, Nomi, but it's going to be Kyle Fissy. I'm going to call him Kyle because, you know, Kyle seems like a good guy. I know a lot of Kyles, and actually, Kyle, in fact, as you can see here, he's a platinum level player, and he has an interesting number of wins. He might have just decided that, you know what, I have a good number of wins. I'm happy with this number. I just think I am Masters level, but I'm not going to ladder anymore. You know, he might have decided that, so he could be platinum. He might not be. Maybe just decided, you know what, I think I'm done laddering. Might have a Smurf account that he ladders on, and he's in the Grandmaster list, but you know, we'll never know. Anyways, our resident Purdue players, Protoss and Doom, both of these players I do know are in fact Masters level players. Protoss being the Protoss, as I'm sure you can imagine, and Doom being the Terran. It looks like we are going to get this game started in just a second here. It looks like we're not sure if the two players are going to make it. I'm not sure if they're talking about Southern Illinois University's players or Purdue University's players. I do imagine that they are talking about good old Nomi, who doesn't seem to have been able to make it. So, unfortunately, we might end up having a good old Kyle playing for the twos, but you know, they might decide to switch it out. They are allowed to use some sub players. So I guess we'll find out what's going to happen in a second. Anyways, you guys can just sit and enjoy the good old StarCraft music. I'm just going to go get a glass of water. Be right back. Okay. Looks like all the players are ready, and actually, so I take back everything I was saying about Southern Illinois players. It looks like they're going to use 2 subs. It's going to be Mr. Cuddles and Mac Attack. So Mr. Cuddles looks like he is in bronze, and he is a Protoss player. Meanwhile, Mac Attack is a Protoss player as well, and he's in silver. So we're going to see how this turns out. It's going to be 2 master level players versus a bronze and a silver. Hopefully there will be a good showing. It's entirely possible that Mr. Cuddles and Mac Attack decided to just use their Smurf accounts for this, so try not to underestimate them. So it's going to be oh, it looks like Mac Attack is actually going to opt to play Zerg this game instead of his usual Protoss, which is his most played race. Anyways, so it's going to be a Protoss Zerg versus a Protoss Terran, just as we were expecting before, but looks like the players are just going to be a little bit different. And as you can see, I was talking about this map. We do have both of these ramps that empty out into this gold base right here. So even though each teammate does have their own base, they are very close to their teammates, so you don't have to worry too much about the 2v1 aggression, because it looks like if someone does try and move up your ramp, you will be able to your teammate will actually just be able to flank them. And looks like we are experiencing a little bit of lag from Mr. Cuddles. Oh no, Mr. Cuddles is one of the players. We can't drop him. Now we're experiencing it from Mac Attack. Looks like Mr. Cuddles and Mac Attack might actually be on the same internet connection. So we're just going to wait here, but hopefully these players do not drop. If they do drop, we will likely restart the game. Generally the rule, I believe, is you can restart the game as long as no units were lost. So obviously no units have been lost so far, unless maybe Brotos or someone else randomly decides to kill off one of his own workers. Then I do believe we might not be able to start the game if he decides to kill off all of his workers. But I don't think Brotos would do that, because Brotos is here in the bottom, or actually just the left-hand corner. Brotos, just a broing it up over here, making some probes, and here we have his Purdue ally. It's going to be Doom, and he's just going to be making some of his good old SCVs. We don't see anything too funky going on right now. Looks like this map is, in fact, one of the newer maps, so we don't get the nice resource collection rate and supply counts and everything from over there. A little bit sad, but actually I do believe that I can get... Oh, nope, never mind. I'm not going to try and mess with anything. Anyways, from Southern Illinois University, on the right-hand corner, we do have Mr. Cuddles, and he's going to be the Protoss player that's not lagging this time. That's actually Mac Attack, not Mr. Cuddles. Mr. Cuddles lagged in the beginning, but now it's Mac Attack. And hopefully Mac Attack does not lag out, as I haven't even gotten the chance to introduce him. He's probably just getting a little bit of stage fright, thinking, oh no, the caster's coming around to me. Gotta make sure that my drones aren't bouncing around. Gotta get optimal mining. And, I understand Mr. Mac Attack can be a little bit, hard, can be a little bit shy at first, but, you just gotta stick with it. Don't drop out of the game. We do trust you. Whether you're a bronze, silver, master, or grandmaster level player, I think you're doing fine. I think you're mining those minerals just as you're supposed to. And you can see here, you are making those drones, so there's no need to worry. It looks like Mac Attack has made up his decision that the stage life is not for him. He does not want to go into theater anymore. Maybe considering playing, I don't know, likely not going to go into networking either, as he's having some problems with his network. But I do not believe that we're going to play out a 2v1, and it looks like we are probably going to be remaking. Brodos has paused the game. Understandably, we're just going to probably be talking a little bit, but anyways, no need to worry about this. So we are going to restart the game and remake the game, as there were no units lost. Nobody decided to have a civil war and kill off some of their teammates stuff, and I don't believe there was enough time to get any workers out to go for a worker all-in. So yeah, no problem, no problem. Mac Attack did, in fact, despite having the highest amount of lag, he also had the highest score, as we can see here. So we'll see how that actually plays an effect in the next game. Mac Attack really making those resources go. And of course, I am joking. Likely not going to actually see anything that did influence the game. No build orders are really revealed, so I'm sure the players will have no problem just remaking the game. Okay, so it looks like a game is in fact being remade. Just going to go ahead and join it, and hopefully the players will be here. Meanwhile, it looks like the players are just getting invited for now, so just sit tight and contemplate what you want this matchup to be. Contemplate all the things you wish this matchup could be. Imagine all the Colossus and Ghosts and Vikings and Broodlords that we wish we could stare at, and watch as a nuke goes down that somehow almost makes the game the most epic game ever. Imagine the entire map being mined out, and it ends up being a Ghost versus Ghost micro battle. No, there can't be a Ghost versus... Imagine it being a neural parasited Ghost versus a Ghost micro battle. If we envision this, we might actually get it. And of course, I am just filling the void of time as we wait for the players to get invited back into the game. So please, don't mind me. Just listen to my soothing voice as we imagine Ultralisk getting neural parasited instead of probes to build a Nexus. Because why would the Zerg need to build a Nexus when his ally is a Protoss player? You must ask yourselves these questions as we delay a little bit more time as the players are still getting invited. Anyways, let me just do a little bit of introduction for myself, because oh my god, I just realized I never introduced myself. My name is FearDragon64. I am a Protoss player. So if I seem a little bit biased in my commentary, please yell at me and I'll try and be a little bit less biased. I'm a diamond level Protoss player. As you can see, I am gold in 3v3 is the most important part of my life. Not really, but yeah, please feel free to give me any feedback. I'm really open to feedback. I'm pretty new to the whole commentary thing. So, yeah, leave comments. I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/FearDragon64, and obviously you're listening to my stream, twitch.tv/FearDragon64. And, yeah, as I said before, like 3 times,